Good day, everyone. Today we are going to have the case study 1 entitled Where Did the First Catholic Mass Take Place in the Philippines? And this is one of the most debated topics in readings in Philippine history. Now, let us have the introduction. The Age of Exploration is a period of competition among European rulers to conquer and colonize lands outside their original domain. So the Age of Exploration, it is also called the Age of Discovery, was a period from the 15th to the 17th century when European nations explored the world and colonized a country to spread Christianism. And also, searching for new trade routes, wealth, and knowledge. And isa sa ilagong sub was to find alternative routes by sea to get to Asia, which is the main source of spices and other commodities. Because existing routes to Asia were mainly by land and cost very expensive. But ang ruta to Asia pinaagi sa dagat is much less hassle, means that Europeans could access the spice trade directly, gently reducing costs for traders. And Spain's major foray into the exploration was through Christopher Columbus, who proposed to sail westward to find a shortcut to Asia. So si Christopher Columbus ang nagka-idea to sail pa westward across the Atlantic Ocean para makahanap ng shortcut pasingod sa Asia kaysa sa libot pa sila pa Africa like the Portuguese were doing. Kay he thought that they could quickly reach Asia by sailing west, but unfortunately, they landed in the Americas in 1492. And ang ija paglayag, it leads to Spanish colonization in the New World. And moving on, the popularity of knowing where the first mass happened in history has been an easy way to trivialize history. But this case study will not focus on the significance of the site of the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines, but rather use it as a historiographical exercise in the utilization of evidence and interpretation in reading historical event. So, hamok na tao, no? Dili ra kong mga historians ang nagpalandong kung hamang gajud na hitabo ang first mass sa Philippines. But that can sometimes make history seem too simple. Maong this study is not just looking at the importance of the location. Kay this study will use the event as a way to explore how inin mga historians use evidence and interpretation to understand history. And Butuan has long been believed as the site of the first mass. In fact, this has been the case for 3 centuries, culminating in the erection of a monument in 1872 near Agusan River, which commemorate the expedition arrival and celebration of Mass on April 8, 1521. So for the last 300 years, ang mga tao, they believe that the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines happened in Butuan. Og sa year 1872, isa ka monumento ang gitukod suod sa Agusan River para pagpasidungog sa pag-abot sa expedition and sa misa nga giheld on April 8, 1521. The Butuan claim has been on a rather elementary reading of primary sources from the event. Toward the end of the 19th century and the start of the 20th century, together with the increasing scholarship on the history of the Philippines and more nuanced reading of the available evidence was made, which brought to light more consideration in going against the more accepted interpretation of the first Mass in the Philippines, made by both Spanish and Filipino scholars. And it must be noted that there are 2 primary sources that historians refers to an identifying the site of the Mass. First is the log kept by Francisco Albo, one of the pilots of one of Magellan's ship Trinidad. O isa subsidya sa 18 survivors who returned with Sebastian Elcano in the ship Victoria after they circumnavigated or sailed the world. And the second one is the account by Antonio Pigafetta, Primo Viaggio Intorno al Mundo, The Voyage Around the World. So the account of Antonio Pigafetta, where this is more complete. And like Albo, Pigafetta was also a member of the Magellan's expedition and an eyewitness of the event, particularly na sa Mass or sa Misa na nahitabo. Now, let us have the first primary source, which is Francisco Albo's log, where this passage tell us the chain of sources used in historical research about Magellan's voyage and the location of the first mass in the Philippines. Kumbaga, reference ini to where the information about Magellan's voyage came from, and amoy ni ang source that historians used to study kung asa giheld ang first mass in the Philippines. And this document is part of a collection called Colección de Viajes y Descubrimientos, edited by Martin Fernandez de Navarrete, and reprinted in Buenos Aires in 1945. Miguel A. Bernal cited this source in his 1981 study, published in Kinaadman, a journal of Southern Philippines, as part of his analysis on whether the first mass was held in Butuan or Limasawa. And according to Albo's log, it states that on March 16, 1521, while nagsail sila gikan patuon na bahin gikan sa Ladrones Islands, ang mga explorers nakakita ng isla sa taas ug tuon na part. However, tungod kay ang tubig mabawra or shallow, waya na sila musuod sa adto na lugar. Nagitawag nila na Yunagan. And on the same day, niadto sila sa another small island named Suluan. Kung diin ilagidunggo ang ila barko ug ang mga tao na nakakita sa mga Espanyol, gisagwa nila pabalik ila mga baruto pasingod sa baybay. So, si Magellan og ija mga crew nagpadadyon sa ila journey after leaving two islands. Nisail sila pasingod west og naabot sa isa ka uninhabited island nga gitawag og Gada, where they stopped para magkuha og wood and water. Then they continued to Silani, which is ang Leyte, and it is an island known for gold, before sailing south to Mazava or Limasawa. And the locals in the Mazava were friendly, and the Spaniards also planted a cross on a mountain, and the islanders then pointed out 3 more islands to the west and southwest, saying na daghan daw didto og gold. They even showed how they collected gold, which looked like small peas or lentils. So basically, ni-stop sila for supplies, met friendly locals, and learned about gold-rich islands in the Philippines. And from Mazava, ni-sail sila north padulong Silani, which is ang Leyte, and followed its coast northwest until nakaabot sila sa 10 degrees latitude, where they saw 3 small islands. And in the passage, leagues is unit of distance used in old navigation. Then, they sailed west for 10 leagues og nakita nila ang 3 islets atong gilaong sa mga locals, no, tuntuyo ka isla. So, dito sila ni Dunggo for the night. And the next morning, they sail na sa pa-southwest, and they pass through a channel between 2 islands. And this is the Matan, and I believe Mactan na ini si Jacuman, and Subo is Cebu. And nagpadadyon sila sa channel, then turned west and nidunggo sa town of Subo, which is ang Cebu, where they stayed for many days, got supplies, and even made a peace pact with the local king. So a peace pact is an agreement between two groups to establish friendship and cooperation instead of fighting. So since daghan mabaw or shallow na part between Mazava and Subo, kinahanglan nila Magellan na mulibot na sab dakan ma-reach nila ang ila destination nan safe. Kay masangyad man ang ila barko if sa mabaw sila na part mag-agi. And it must be noted that in Albu's account, the location of Mazava fits the location of the island of Limasawa at the southern tip of Leyte. So, sa kay Albu's lag, wala mag-mention ng mas, but only a planting of a cross upon a mountain top, from which could be seen 3 islands to the west of southwest, which also fits the southern end of Limasawa. Now, let us have the second primary source, which is Pigafetta's testimony on the route of Magellan's expedition. Emma Blair and James Alexander Robertson compiled historical documents about the Philippine Islands in their multi-volume work. Their work was later referenced by Miguel A. Bernal in his 1981 study, where he re-examined evidence about whether the first mass was held in Butuan or Limasawa. The study was published in Kinaadman, a journal of Southern Philippines, volume 3, page 1 to 35. So in Pigafetta's account, it states that on March 16, 1521, Saturday, nakita ni Magellan ug ija mga crew ang isa kadako na isla na tagtawag nila na Zamal, kuman Samar, mga 300 leagues west sa Marianas Island. So if you remember, no, league was historically a unit of distance. So 300 leagues is about 1,400 kilometers. And pagka March 17, niland sila sa lain na isla, dool sa Zamal. Pero wayay tao naghuya dito. So, diyan ini sa right side sa Zamal, meaning sa ila ruta padulong south or southwest. So, dito sila nag-set up ng mga tents para sa ilang mga sakop na masakiton o nag-ihaw sila ng baboy para kauno nila, magsilbi na pagkaon nila. And ang ngayon sa inina isla kay Humuno or karon kay Humunhun. And on that same day, sa March 17, 1521, which is Sunday, gitawag ni Magellan ang entire Philippines as Islands of St. Lazarus. Kay Lent season man adto na time. Then, ang gospel reading that day was about Lazarus' resurrection. And pagka March 18, Monday, Joy Baruto ni approach sa ila with 9 locals. Nag-exchange sila og gifts, then si Magellan pud nangadyonan food, and ni promise sab ang mga locals na mobalik sila after 4 days na joy mga bit-bit na supplies. Og nakita sab nila na joy duha ka water springs sa Humunhon, and amoy ni plus signs ini si na joy gold. So, gi-rename ni Magellan ng island to Watering Place of Good Omen, or Aquada La Dibune Segnale. O pagka March 22, Friday, nibalik na ang locals with 2 boats full of food supplies. And dugay-dugay sad sila dito nagstay from March 17 to 25. Bali mga 8 days before sila ni sail back. So basically, this was Magellan's first interaction with local Filipinos, where nag-trade sila ng mga goods and na-realize niya na the islands had fresh water and gold potential. And furthermore, on March 25, 1521, Monday, sa hapon nilarga na si Magellan ug ija crew sa Humunhon. Coincidentally, this day was the feast of the Annunciation. So, gidedicate ni Pigafetta iyang pagka-survive, pagkalunod as grace ni Mama Mary kay natabangan si Ja. And after sa Humunhon, ilang route pasingod west-southwest, nag-navigate sila between 4 islands, amo ining Sinalo or Selion, Leyte, Hinungnanghan or Hinunangan, part of Leyte, mainland, and Hibuson, east of Leyte's southern tip, and Albarien. So, basically, this passage, ilang ruta kay padulong Leyte, nagsunod sa coast southward, then ni turn west padulong na sad sa Mazawa. And on March 28, 1521, Holy Thursday, sa buntag, niduong sila suod sa island kundi nakita nila ang mga suga or bonfire tung isa kaduyom. And ang island naa sa 9 degrees latitude north o 162 degrees longitude, mga 25 leagues away or 120 kilometers from Humunhon. Amoy ni ang Mazawa or Limasawa. O nagstay sila dito for 7 days. And on April 4, 1521, it was Thursday, nibiyahe sila padulong Cebu, guided by the King of Mazawa, nga nagsakay sa iyang own boat. Ilang route ni agi og 5 islands, amoy ni ang Celon, Leyte, Bohol, Kanighan, Baybay, o Gatighan. Og pag-abot sa Gatighan, ni-sail sila pa west sa Tuyuka Island of Camotes Group, namely ang Puro, Pasihan, and Punson. Here, nihunong anay sila kadali ang Spanish ships, nihunong anay kadali para makaapas ang King of Mazawa. Kay mas paspas ra karadyaw ang ila barko kumpara sa native balanghay, which is ang tagamit sa King of Mazawa. O ang King of Mazawa, syempre na-amaze siya sa barko ng mga Spaniards. O gikan sa Camotes Islands, nibiyahe sila pa south, pasingod Cebu. And on April 7, 1521, Sunday, noon sa hapon, niabot sila sa Cebu Harbor. So, 3 days sab sila nagbiyahe from Mazawa or Limasawa, padulong north to Camotes, then south to Cebu. And it must be pointed out that both Albo and Pigafetta's testimonies coincide and corroborate each other, meaning both Albo and Pigafetta agree on this route, and si Pigafetta naghatag ng mas hamok na details about sa ila 1 week stay sa Mazawa. And this is what happens in 1 week stay of Mazawa nila Magellan according sa primary source, which is the Pigafetta's testimony on the route of Magellan's expedition, or the account of Pigafetta. So, on March 28, 1521, it was Holy Thursday, nidunggo si Magellan near an island. Nagmeet sila sa mga natives o sa ila king. Nag-exchange sab sila ng mga gifts, then ni-move closer sa shore near the village after nila mag-exchange gifts. And on March 29, it was Good Friday, nangadyo ang interpreter ni Magellan og food supplies. Og ang king ni-visit sa barko, og here nag-exchange na pud sila og gifts, then duha ka Spaniards, apil si Pigafetta, nagstay as guests. And on March 30, it was Saturday, si Pigafetta og ija kaiban nagkaon-kaon with the king. Then niuli na sila sa barko the next morning after aton ila happy. And on March 31, Easter Sunday, si Magellan nag-offer og mass og nagtanom og cross sa hill o sa bungtod og nag-discuss about trade ports og gisuggest sa mga local kings na Subo or Cebu ang best option kung about sa mga trades ang hisgutan. And sa April 1 to 3, 1521, na-delay ila trip to Cebu kay ang local king na busy sa harvest o mas gi-prioritize sa local king nila ang pag-harvest. And si Magellan nagpatabang ng ija mga tao para mag-harvest, pero nadugay gihapon kay nag-inom pa man ang mga kings. And on April 4, 1521, finally, nibiyahe na si Magellan og iyang fleet o group of ships traveling together padulong sa Cebu. So this passage summarizes Magellan's interactions with with Filipino rulers from March 28 to April 4, 1521. It shows how he used diplomacy, gift-giving, and religion para makipag-friends sa mga local leaders while preparing for his trip to Cebu. So, using the primary sources available, Jesuit priest Miguel A. Bernal, in his work Butuan or Limasawa, The Site of the First Mass in the Philippines, a re-examination of evidence 1981, lays down the argument that in the Pegafetta account, a crucial aspect of Butuan was not mentioned, which is the river. And Butuan is a riverine settlement situated on the Agusan River. The beach of Masao is in the delta of said river. It is a curious omission in the account of the river, which makes part of a distinct characteristic of Butuan's geography that seemed to be too important to be missed. Jesuit priest Miguel A. Bernal, sa ija work na 1981, Butuan or Limasawa, The Site of the First Mass in the Philippines, a re-examination of evidence, naglaong na Joy importante na butang na waya gimension ni Pigafetta sa ija account, which is ang suba sa Butuan. Like, Butuan is a river-based place, di ba? Kay, jaon siya sa Agusan River. And ang beach sa Masao, jaon pud sa delta or bukana sa Amuna, Suba. Pero, for some reason, waya gimension ni Pigafetta ang Suba. Which is like super weird kay very distinct feature dyan siya sa Butuan. So, for Bernard, this is super sus. Kay, murag imposible na malimtan ang suba if ever didto gajud nahitabo ang first mass. That's why, iyang gi-question if Butuan ba gajud ang sakto nga location sa first mass. It must also be pointed out that later on, after Magellan's death, the survivors of his expedition went to Mindanao and seemingly went to Butuan. In this instance, Pigafetta vividly described a trip in a river. But note that this account already happened after Magellan's death. So, after namatay si Magellan, ang mga survivors sa ija expedition nikadto sa Mindanao and niadto pud sila sa Butuan. And this time, si Pigafetta, klaro karadyaw na nag-describe siya og biyahe suyod sa isa ka suba. But, take note ha, ini na account nahitabo na after napatay si Magellan. Meaning, kung joy gajud suba sa Butuan, umanwaya man niya gi-mention atong first time sila ni adto, di ba? Pero sa pagbalik nila, suddenly, joy na siya description about sa suba or sa river. So, basically, Mazava, according sa Albuslug, and Mazawa, as per Pigafetta, are just the same island where the first mass in the Philippines happened. And the difference lang kay ang ila spelling. Probably kay they just wrote it differently based on how they heard it. Pero in reality, they were talking or they were referring about the same place. Now, ang debate lang is kung asa gajud ni siya. Limasawa, which is the officially recognized site sa first mass, or ang Butuan adton Masao. That's why people still argue about it until now. And thank you for listening.